All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Festus Challenge Week number 8. Once again, I am Imagine. With me is my co-caster Morty.
Hello, everybody.
Yep, how's it going, everyone? And so, just a quick development from last match. There might be a rematch coming up once we get our last match here done. We'll see. It depends on a lot of things. There's still some things being worked on in the background, but it's possible that we will have a somewhat of a rematch between the Rhinos and the Merry Men because of some pause timer issues that happened. And I think the important part is that Merry Men would be up 2-0 because that's really when everything happens. So they won't be penalized those 2 kills, which they got pretty fair and square. Regardless of that, we are going to go into our next match, which is Sacrilege versus the Holy Roman Army. Holy Roman Army has been absolutely walloping everyone in the tournament so far. And they're undefeated. They're sitting 6-0. I think. Let's see. They have 29 kills and only 8 deaths. So that is an incredibly amazing ratio.
Yeah, they've been doing astonishingly well, coming effectively out of nowhere, in our eyes anyway, and just beating the competition left, right, and centre. They've been doing fantastically. I can't really fault them in any particular way, shape, or form for what they've done, or how they've done it.
Yeah, it's been a rather amazing to see it, and really, if you think about it, they just don't make any mistakes. Like, they fly almost mistake free, and you can't. And what are you gonna do when you're flying against a team that you can't take advantage of anything?
Well, that's true. We have seen them make 1 or 2 mistakes, but they're only minor.
Yeah, I mean, they rarely get taken advantage of.
Yeah, yep. Well, and they're instantly countered. Oh, I've turned this way. Okay, I best which is going to leave this guy to come here and do this to me, so I best do this to avoid it. They know exactly how to counter their own mistakes, which is very fortunate.
Yeah.
Not a lot of teams know how to do that. Not a lot of teams know. You see a lot of teams flounder and effectively panic. Oh no, this isn't going well. Oh shoot, we've overshot. What do I do now? Oh, I guess I better go back. But I've not seen that happen on behalf of Holy Roman.
They've done a fantastic job.
All I can think about is that they've got somebody with a crystal ball telling them what exactly is going to happen and next week's lotto numbers.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Now looking at the Sacrilege team, of course, they've struggled a little bit so far. They're definitely going to be going into the silver playoffs. Holy Roman Army, really, this match for them, all it really matters is, can they keep their undefeated record? And I'm sure they do want to hang on to that. For Sacrilege, on the other hand, they want to pick up this win, even though they're going into silver playoffs. They want to be seated higher, maybe against a weaker team, maybe even skip the first round. We'll see how that shapes up. I'm not exactly sure of the rankings on that end. Still, they definitely still have something to play for. And we are going to be on Parent Rumble here. Yeah,
I think if Sacrilege win this, and then next silver bracket, depending on which, I've got one team half in the back of my mind. If that one team loses, then I think they'll be in a pretty good spot to go up. But they need to win here, which is a tall order against this particular team. Not that Sacrilege is lacking any skill, it's that Holy Roman have just been beating everybody. It's just no idea. It's like the T-1000 just took the wheel.
Yeah, no, it's been a rather great thing to see them, actually, honestly.
Yeah.
It's been really good for the scene to have something like that come up. So we are going to get started in this match in a second, and I do want to note here, there is no Tropo on the Sacrilege side, so he is not here today.
No, I don't know where he is. There has been some speculation that he's just busy, just generally busy, maybe work, maybe something else. I don't think there's anything calamitous, but unfortunately he can't be here today.
Yep, so that we'll see how that turns out for the Sacrilege team. Of course, we are going to have Roman Carr still going at it, and Alyeska actually piloting. I would have figured that maybe they would have wanted to put Mr. Lambert up there, but instead Lambert's going to be engineering. Lambert, of course, a very good captain by his own right, and often does so, but instead it's going to be Alyeska, who recently was kind of the push behind the change to get Guns of Icarus into the MLG arena circuit. And
yeah,
because I've been forgetting to mention this, but guys, if you are on a team and regardless of what you think of the MLG arena acceptance, if you're like a leader of a team, go make your team on that website. And it's a little bit hard to navigate, but just do it because you don't want anybody stealing your team name. That I'm sure nobody wants that to happen. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. For now, we are going to get into this match between Sacrilege and the Holy Roman Army. And so on the Sacrilege team, on the Love Supreme, captained by Roman Carr, we've got, let's see, on the lower deck, we've got double Gatling. Upper deck, we've got an Artemis, and at the very top, we've got a mortar on the Dancing Cthulhu. That is Alyeska's ship once again. It's got a Gatling mortar up front with a flamethrower and a flare gun on the side. Pretty standard there.
With Holy on Helios Fury flown by Thomas, we have a slightly unusual build for a Pyramidion, a Gatling and Carronade frontal build, probably disabling and ramming build, with side what looks to be Flamer and Mine Launcher. So a lot of close range brawling with some standoff ability with that Mine Launcher. And on the RAS Vulcan flown by Jub, we have a standard Metamidian with Gatling gun front, mortar front, left side Carronade and flare gun. All very close range ships, some with some disables, some with some spotting abilities. So I think we should see some good matches today, really.
Yep, so that Gatling, I think that Carronade is there to hit the Modula, which has gotten caught out here by itself.
Indeed.
Oh my
Jesus.
God, just absolutely...
Where?
Oh, that was fast.
Oh, well,
that was incredibly fast.
I didn't predict, like, a rhino in a China shop. Jesus!
Yeah, and
this leaves the Dancing Cthulhu right out on its own for this mortar and Gatling fire to just take it to pieces. Oh Lord! Okay.
That Mobula is absolutely ravaged there by the Hylas Fury. He just came in, rammed into pieces.
Here come the mortar shells.
Dancing Cthulhu almost taken out there. There he goes.
Off they go again. Wow.
So, that was not a very good start by Sacrilege there at all. Now, Love Supreme is going to catch maybe a Hylas Fury and a little bit in the back here, but if the Hylas Fury can dance around the building here... Oh, no, and the Aureus Vulcan is just laying in wait, and oh, Love Supreme has got to be careful here, and this Aureus Vulcan getting right on him.
Oh, no.
And already armored down and getting permanent damage in. Armor still down, and those few mortar shots actually missed.
They missed.
Leaves him alive, and the Aureus Vulcan might get taken out because of that.
Again.
Not quite, though.
Oh my God, what is going on?
And now a lot of Gatling shots missing there from the Cthulhu as the Vulcan had raised up too high. They cannot continue that approach. Hylas Fury now getting into the back of the Dancing Cthulhu, and Dancing Cthulhu will probably die here. I don't think they have too much live for, but this is just a Carronade.
Straight into the nastiest bit of terrain with disabled balloons and holes.
And now Ram
pretty well, but there goes the Ram.
Ram that comes in. Ram once more against the crane, and oh Jesus, this is
wow.
I feel dirty. I feel dirty, Morty. I feel dirty for watching that.
Yeah, that feels like. Oh God, that feels like playground.
Oh, and the Love Supreme is coming here by itself. Hylas Fury gets another ram and just destroys the ship immediately. Oh my God, that.
Okay, well, I think we just need to play that match again and say it went for twice the length. Jesus, wept.
Oh
well, for one whole, you did some very good jobs with the ramming. We do know that Roman Carr, I think, did he? Oh no, he left just after
he left after the game ended.
Just DC'd in the right at the last second. But there was that ramming Pyramidion that seemed to be the most lethal thing. It just never missed.
I honestly, I do not understand the pick of a Mobula on Parent Rumble. It just seems like a horrible idea.
It depends if you're not the main target of aggression. If you're the main target of aggression with a mob, yeah, you're boned, especially in close range against a Pyra. But if they'd have taken the other Pyra's bait to begin with, that would have left the Mobula to come in with those hefty amount of front-facing guns to do a lot of damage, but that never happened. It was a Gatling gun hull strip, carronade balloon pop so they couldn't go anywhere, and then a ram straight into a smashed-up building.
Yeah,
That's...
no, it was very, very, very dirty thing that the Holy Roman Army just did there to Sacrilege.
Yeah,
but to be fair, that's pretty much what they've been doing the entire league so far.
Well, that's what I mean. They just come out and, yeah, we didn't really expect Sacrilege to come out of that flawlessly, but didn't expect them to get ground into pulp either. That was quite a shock to me anyway. That was, I think, the quickest game I've ever seen in the Hephaestus.
Yeah, that was incredibly quick, but incredibly well played there by the Holy Roman Army, of course. Sacrilege, I think that was probably their worst match, but they will have another crack at it, of course, in the Silver League playoffs. So, all is not lost, and it's unfortunate that's the way it happened, but as I said, these things do happen. So let me I'm just updating the. Oh, sorry, this is actually 4. And this should be 3 and 3, I believe. I think I may have messed this here, but let's. I think this is it correct.
Oh dear. So what? Not mean to rub salt in the wound for Sacrilege, but there were plenty of things that they did do wrong there. I wouldn't say necessarily bringing a mobile was the worst idea. It's always nice to see a change up in ship, but against a close-range Pyramidion, that's never the best bet. A long-range Pyramidion, why not? And also, when Sacrilege spawned, they spawned right next to Holy every time and on their own.
Yeah, it started out bad and then just continued in a meat grind. That it was yeah. that's just kind of how it went. And I really don't know why Roman Car decided to come in for the last one. Maybe they just thought they could. To be fair, the Vulcan was incredibly low. They had done a lot of damage to it, so maybe they thought they could get a quick kill. Did get some shots on it, but Hylas Fury with those rams against the Marbula Jill is so super effective.
Yeah, that, and he smashed them into just the right piece of terrain as well. Oh my.
Alright, so that is going to do it for that match. Of course, that was incredibly quick. So once again, guys, here is the dual stream link. Do go and watch the other stream as well. They will have Overwatch coming with the Music Source coming up soon.
Yeah, they should be on in about 10-15 minutes.
Yep, so they'll be coming up shortly. Our next match here will be the Art of Warfare versus the Mad Hatters. Let me check exactly when that will take place. That's at 6:15. So we're gonna have like nearly 45 minutes to 35-minute break here. So it will be a little bit of a time before we get started with our next match. And of course, we might have a rematch in the end between Merry Men and Sky Invading Rhinos. We'll see how that develops. We'll of course let you know any updates we got going on.